Hey traders, welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for another daily market recap. Today is Friday, January 29th, and we have the end of the week, the end of the day, the end of the month. Hope everyone had a great week, and it's been a long one. Again, just as a reminder, I'm nursing my broken hand, so it's going to be a little bit of a different format for a little while going forward, but I'm going to try and run through today's video a little quicker than normal. We do have a lot to cover, so we'll look into the news and events. There wasn't really much, so we'll just cruise through this. American Airlines plans another $1 billion stock sale after a huge rally. And again, these are things you need to expect when we see huge run-ups or short squeezes, when stocks that are in need of money or not doing great in terms of revenue with everything that's going on in the economy. You need to expect this when we see huge run-ups in prices. And other than that, we still saw a lot of crazy hype and euphoria in the market, and it seems like some of that is starting to die down. And in today's video, we're going to primarily discuss HIVE blockchain as the focus of the video today. And as you can see, it is a possible weekly bull flag. We do have declining sell volume here on the weekly time frame. We are cooling off the weekly RSI, and Elon Musk also tweeted, or didn't tweet, but put on his Twitter bio that he has just Bitcoin there listed. So got a little bit of hype. That's why we saw huge run-ups today. And like I said, I think HIVE is a great laggard. We're going to be looking for weekly higher lows, and we'll be confident that those are set once we change the daily trend. So we'll look to change this daily trend. You can see we're in a downtrend with lower highs and lower lows. We'll look to set a lower high, higher low, and then change that into a higher high and confirm a daily uptrend. Once that's confirmed, then we'll confirm that the weekly higher low is set. And then once we break resistance of 350, that will confirm the weekly bull flag. But if we were to confirm this weekly bull flag, just like crypto, Bitcoin is a possibility of a weekly bull flag as well. We'll just keep an eye out on this, but the measured move is bringing us up here about $5. So we had our algo go off. The algo likes it as well. Recommended to buy it between $2 and $2.50, and the target is between $4 and $5. So let me know in the comments below if you're invested in HIVE or if you've taken a position. Again, we're just looking for daily trend changes to be indicative of weekly higher lows. So moving on, we'll take a look at some other tickers, some individual tickers before we jump into the broader market. We had DFLY, NEXE, DDD, and Fiverr down the most. Tesla also down over 5% today, lost 800, so that was notable. We had NGA, VEGA, Dash on my watch list, which were leading the bull side. Apple closed down almost 4%, again notable, coming off the earnings of both companies. Facebook had earnings as well, down 2.52. Microsoft down almost 3%. Netflix down over 1%. So a lot of red out there today. And if your name was green, then it definitely stands out from the pack. So we'll move on. I'm going to do the little quicker video today. Again, I want to run through this I want to spend a little bit more time on SPY because we had the weekly, the monthly, and the daily candle close. And we'll look into a little bit more of a deep dive on SPY here. But I do want to just reiterate that I will be doing another video later on, but I'll try to go through this as quickly as possible, but bear with me if this video is a little bit longer. So into the end of the day, we were in a 5-minute uptrend, which was the first sign of the bulls wanted to see, but we were just this slow grind up. We had resistance at 373.23. We got to 373.18, so close enough for a double top. Then we broke down. We set a 5-minute lower high into a lower low into the end of the day, which confirms a 5-minute downtrend, which when we either confirm a 5-minute downtrend or lose the 5-minute uptrend, we zoom out to the hourly, and that means that the hourly lower highs is likely set. We're still in an hourly downtrend. I'm swinging SPXS and SQQQ, so I'm short tech sector and SPY. Because of this, we didn't change the hourly trends, but we could be setting up for hourly trend changes here. We have to hold the lows of 368.29. If we lose 368.29, then the downtrend continues, and we'll expect more daily consolidation, weekly consolidation. So we'll just take a quick look at the weekly chart here as it is the end of the week. So we did touch down to EMA 12, but we had a bearish engulfing candle here on the daily, and we could be heading to EMA 26, which is down around 354, 353.93. And last weekly higher low support all the way back at 322.60. Let's take a look at the monthly. So the monthly, we have a little bit of an indecision candle here. We didn't break the low of the previous month, but again, starting on Monday will be a new month. So the low of this month, 364.82, is going to be crucial going into Monday. If we lose that on Monday, that's going to be indicative of monthly consolidation, and we don't have any support on the EMA down to 336 on SPY. So last monthly higher low down at 319.18, which was a bull flag and a long ways away. So we're starting to see a little bit of, no major red flags, but some small red flags to be on the lookout for. Again, we're already starting weekly consolidation, so we'll see if the daily downtrend continues and hourly downtrends continue. We do have EMA 12 and 26 potentially going to cross bearish here on SPY, which is the first time that's happened since October. And we do have daily support down at 364.82, so that'll be a level to watch as well, but we could very well be heading to daily oversold, and that would be the first time since March, and that would be very notable. Daily downtrend, again, weekly consolidation underway, just scouting a weekly higher low. We do have a mini weekly higher low down here at 364.82. So if we do lose EMA 12, that will be the next level to be watching. And if we lose 360, then that's extremely bearish. But I called out in the group today, I said if we close and we lose 370, that's extremely bearish. If we close around 371, that's basically flat, semi-bullish with a small bullish lean. And I said if we closed over 372 on SPY, that would be extremely bullish. And I would trim my short a little bit, but I actually added to my short because we closed near 370 and the low of the day wasn't too far away. We could be potentially seeing daily EMA bear crosses. So on SPY or on QQQ, again, close below EMA 26 on the daily. So we're starting to see some signs of reversals here, and it's not surprising coming after the GME and AMC and crazy short squeezes that we've seen with tons of people with gains just looking to lock those in. But on QQQ, same deal. On the 5-minute chart, you can see here, it was basically the same chart. 5-minute uptrend. We had a double top essentially, didn't quite get as close, but SPY was the clue. We double topped on SPY and QQQ followed with a lower high into a lower low 5-minute downtrend, which means hourly lower highs are set. And we'll look to scout an hourly higher low compared to 312.76. And if we lose 312.76, then the hourly downtrend continues. But EMA 12 was resistance on QQQ and SPY. So let's take a look at SPY here on the weekly. So again, 371.72 is the 10-week moving average. We closed below that. The MACD is curling bearish and the stochastic is turning bearish. Those are three very bearish indicators on the weekly macro indicators. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a significant bearish week next week or at some point in February. On the moving averages, the 50 weekly moving average is all the way down at 322. Taking a look at the daily chart, we bounced off the 50, but the 50 was sitting at 370.12. And we closed at 370.07. So that's not the greatest close. We are holding it. We dipped below it. Bulls tried to save it, but maybe we need to go and test the 100-day moving average down at 354. Ultimately, taking a look at the 50-period moving average on the daily, you can see that we bounced off that as well. So 50-day moving average. And the VWAP down here at 358. Another potential level. Let's take a look at the weekly VWAP. So a lot of 358 on the weekly as well. We also have the 20 weekly moving average down here at 355. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw 360, 358 on SPY on Monday or the beginning of next week, at some point next week. So moving on, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Again, I'm going to just keep this shorter all names, we need to change hourly trends back to the bulls to confirm uptrends. The dollar is still relatively strong, holding its gains, and we're looking to form an hourly high or low here. Could be an hourly bull flag. We'll monitor that. And I'm potentially bullish on crypto going into this week. I'm not going to do a video. I mentioned this in my community, in the community today and in my group. And I said, I expect a bullish weekend. If stocks semi-flat, then I expect a bullish close. And that's exactly what we got. And we basically closed, you know, not super bearish, but not great on SPY. We're basically teetering with indecision, as you saw in the monthly candle. But that's basically giving, I think, giving crypto the edge. And I'm most bullish on Ethereum. I have XRP, Stellar, XLM in my portfolio, and LTC as well. So swinging LTC, Ethereum, and XLM. And like I said, I think that we could see a very, very strong bullish week this week with crypto this weekend, and then potentially a sell-off into Sunday, Monday, when we get the reality check from the rest of the broader market. So pretty much going to leave it there. Everything was selling off here together simultaneously. All markets were weak. Gold is very weak compared to gold. Gold is very weak compared to silver, and US oil also has been showing some weakness. And I mentioned that as well on the monthly, that we could be potentially seeing this monthly resistance, which has been acting as resistance, and we're getting close to that as well. So we'll need to lose the weekly uptrend to be confident that the monthly bounce is finished, and there's no signs of that happening yet, but no real weekly support on US oil either. So all about those hourly trend changes into next week. So can we change that? And just one last final look here on SPY. You can see we have this, a lot of lines, but we have this megaphone pattern here. We came down and we tested the resistance line, and we're going to see if it acts as support. If we do lose that, we could be heading down here to potentially 343. It could get ugly. So just make sure to remain protective. Make sure to hedge, trim your positions, whatever you got to do. We're outside of the monthly Bollinger Bands as well. So it's time to start remaining protective. We have monthly RSI divergence here, bearish divergence. We're trending down on the monthly, and we'll see. We did close outside of it here today on this monthly candle, but we'll see if we get a reality check again going into next week. So we'll see if this megaphone and broadening pattern has any meaning to it, whether or not we come down and test the median line, which would be around 280, 275. Maybe we come down and we test eventually the 200 level at the support. Don't foresee that happening anytime soon, but not going to completely rule it out of the equation, because stranger things have happened, like GME going from $10 or $20 to $500.